Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 346 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. This week, the entire week and into early next week, I believe, we are talking about our goals for next year. Next year, we're setting our goals this year before December ends, before we end this year, focusing on goals as part of this year's challenge. We want to make sure we have the structure and the framework and our goals set for next year. Now, of course, you can always tweak and change them. I'm always tweaking and changing my goals or my strategies and plans to achieve certain goals, but we want to have at least the top three for each area of our life set. Why? Because that allows us some time and energy to tweak them and combine them with the different areas and aspects of our life, as well as perfecting them so that we are not stressed out at the beginning of the year. So many people set themselves up for stress because they wait till the first week of the year to set that year's goals. I kind of feel like that's too late because I'll either have achieved or not achieved my 2023 goals. And if I haven't, I want to continue on with some of them. So that makes that easy. So that's why I like to set them before the end of the year. And then I actually like to do a review on the last day of the year to touch base and make sure that the goals that I've selected are the ones I really want to work on. So today we are focusing on the mind area of our 9-part life framework, our mental health, our mental well-being, mental type goals and objectives. We're going to use our same process that we set up a couple days ago. Number one, we identified the goal area that we want to set goals next year for. Secondly, we're going to think about our core values, our thoughts, and our beliefs with respect to that area of our life. Mindfulness, well-being. I'll share 6 tips with you in terms of things we might want to work on with our mental well-being and our mindfulness and our thoughts and beliefs, etc. Thoughts and beliefs are all about this particular area and aspect of our life. Then we want to do step 3, a SWOT analysis. What are our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats with respect to our mental well-being, our mental health, our thinking, our knowledge, our wisdom, etc. And then our feelings. How do we feel about and what type of experiences have we had setting goals in the mental area and aspect of our life? I will be perfectly honest, beyond setting goals of achieving different certifications or learning about different things or different programs, like back in school and back in college, I didn't really set mindset or thinking or thought goals. I just set what was the next thing I wanted to achieve or learn about. And it wasn't until probably 2010 that I actually started saying, maybe I need to consciously decide and pick and choose what it is I want to learn when, which served me really well when I came online. Because in 2017, when I came online, I fell into that trap of they call it shiny object syndrome online, where you chase all the new thing and think you need to learn more and more and more and more and more before you can actually implement and do certain things. Then step 4, we're going to think about what are our biggest challenges in the area of mindset and thinking and thoughts and beliefs and mental well-being and mental health right now. And then 5, once we've gathered all that information, and sometimes it just takes like 5 or 10 minutes of thinking about all these things and reminding ourselves of them to do this. It doesn't have to be an arduous task to set our goals for next year. We're going to brainstorm. And again, I like the 10-3-1 tool. Brainstorm 10 possible things that we want to improve or change or achieve with respect to our mental well-being, our mental health, by the end of next year. And then step 6, we're going to analyze, rate, and prioritize those and rank them in terms of what's most important. We're going to combine and cull through and perfect a little bit. There's no such thing as perfect, but we're going to try to come up with the top 3 goals that we want to work on for next year, 2024. I don't let myself have ever more than 3 to 5 goals in any area or aspect of my life, unless I can combine all of them with other life framework areas, because it just gets to be too much. From a reformed do too mucher, it's a very important ability and thing to do. And then we're going to just write those 3 down and share 1 in the comments below. So what are some tips to improve our mental health and to achieve mental goals? What are some of the mental goals we want to maybe go after? Well, we want to try to relax and reduce stress in our life. I don't know about you, but I've had some really stressful situations in my life, and those have not proven to be when I was at my mental peak and making decisions and choices that were necessarily in my best interests. Number 2, we want to find ways to learn and be creative. I love learning definitely a lifelong learner, and being creative. I love to find creative ways to present or to share information or to uh, make things more interesting for myself. I think that I'm very attracted to people's creativity and the way they do things. Um, Third, spend more time in nature. This applies to almost every area and aspect of our life. But when it comes to reducing monkey mind and mind chatter and thoughts running in directions we don't want them to go, I find that spending time in nature or just letting the sun shine on my face makes a huge positive impact. Four, connect with other people that have the mindset and the thoughts and beliefs that you want, is how I would qualify that one. Number five, look after your physical well-being and your physical health. Again, I'm not in the past. I'm a good example now, but I wasn't necessarily a good example in the past of this, and how important it is to remember that our physical well-being, our mental well-being, our spiritual, and all the other well-being areas are all interconnected. And if we absolutely positively ignore and neglect one for long enough, something will happen in our life to get our attention, to get us to pay attention to that again. And number six, try to improve your sleep. We are not sharp. We are not good at thinking and believing and making decisions and choices and paying attention to things if we are sleep deprived. I went lots of years on 4 hours sleep max a night. And I will admit that that's probably some of the time that I made the biggest mistakes of my life, because I wasn't rested and alert and energized enough to know that I wasn't making the best possible decisions for me at the time. So, lessons learned. So what are we doing today? Coming up with 3 mental well-being, mental health goals for ourselves for next year. Share one. Any questions, hit me up. There's a write-up, of course, in Guide 17 of the Get Up and Go Challenge private Facebook group page. Otherwise, you can always ask me. Just hit me up, jamgrandma@gmail.com on Voxer, or you can find me anywhere and just send me a direct message. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.